Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel Take It Seriously, and today I'm here with part 4 of arithmetic progressions, and today we'll discuss exercise 5.2, question number 1, question number 2 and question number 3, right? So let's start today's class. So this is question number 1 in front of you. So question number 1, you are given a matrix like this and you need to fill whatever is missing from here. Okay, so this question has 5 subparts and we will solve each of them, right? So this is the first and you need to find out an. Okay, so this whole exercise is based on like nth term of an AP. So nth term of an AP, what is nth term of an AP? It is an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. Okay, so this whole exercise 5.2 is based on this simple formula, right? So here is question number 1 in front of you, and in question number 1 you are given a matrix like this. Okay, so matrix basically has 5 subparts, right? So you are given values of a, d, n, an. Okay, so you just need to find out whatever is missing from these subparts. So as you can see, the first subpart, a is given, d is given, n is given, and you need to find out nth term, that is an, you need to find out. Okay, so let's solve this. So we are solving first part, right? So the first part, a is given, d is given, n is given, and you need to find out an, right? So an here would be, now a plus, so this is the formula for nth term of an AP. So in this, a is what? 7. Okay, n is what? 8. So 8 minus 1, and d, what is d here? 3. Right? What we are doing, we are just substituting the values in this formula. Okay, because we need to find out nth term. And we need to find out the rest 3 we have. So we'll just replace the values and find out, solve it for an. Now this is 7 plus 8 minus 1 is what? 7. 7 into 3, right? 7 into 3 is 21. 7 plus 21, and here we go, right? We got our answer. 21 plus 7 is 28. So what is an? An is 28, right? So what will come here? 28. Okay, yeah, 28 is the answer, right? So this is the answer. Cool. Okay. Right, now let's move to the second part. Second part is this. Let me, rub it off. Okay, yeah. Let's now solve second part of this question. So second part, A is given, N is given, and AN is given, and you need to find out D, common difference you need to find out, okay? So let's substitute the values again. So what is A here? A is minus 18, right? So AN is equal to this much. So AN is 0, right? A is minus 18, okay, minus 18 plus n minus 1d. So n is 10 minus 1, and d we don't know, we need to find out d here, right? So 0 is equal to this much, okay? So 0 is equal to minus 18 plus 10 minus 1 is 9d, okay? So what we'll do, 18 will just bring to the left hand side and just solve it, okay? So 9d is equal to, minus 18 will come to that side, it will become plus 18, right? So 9d is equal to 18, so d is equal to 18 upon 9, and 18 upon 9 is 2. So what is the value of d here? So d is 2. You just need to put the values and solve it. It's as simple as that. You are given some values, put the values in this formula and solve for the unknown, okay? So d here is 2. We got our answer for the second part as well. Let's move to the third part. Okay, so third subpart is this, and in this you are given D, N and AN, okay? And you need to find out A. Again, the same thing, replace the values. So AN is equal to this much. So AN here is minus 5 is equal to A. We don't know, A is unknown. So we'll just solve for A, okay? Plus n minus, what is n here? 18. So 18 minus 1d, okay? So what is d here? D is minus 3, okay? So minus 3, it is having minus sign, so that's why I am enclosing it in a bracket. Okay. I don't know why this marker is not working here. Cool. Okay. So 18 minus 1 into minus 3, right? So minus 5 is equal to this much. A plus 18 minus 1 is 17. 17 into minus 3. Okay. So minus 5 is equal to A plus 17 into minus 3. And 17 3 times is 51. Okay. So plus minus becomes minus 51. Okay. We need to find out A. Okay, so we'll shift 51 that side to the left hand side. So A is equal to minus 5 plus 51, and minus 5 plus 51 is 46 plus 46. Be careful with the signs, because I know students make a lot of mistakes with these signs. Okay, the process is right, they follow the right process, they follow the right technique, the calculations are fine, but just because of this plus and minus confusion, the whole question gets wrong. So don't make this mistake. Okay, so A here is 46. So we got A here, and this is the value of A. So we have solved first part, second part, third part. Let's now move to fourth sub part. Okay, so in fourth part we are given A, D and AN. Okay, we need to find out N, right? So let's replace the values. So 3.6, A is minus 18.9, okay, plus N minus 1. So N is, we don't know, okay, we don't know N. So N minus 1 into D, and D is 2.5, right? So let's, I don't know why it's not working at this particular place. No worries, I think you understood. This is 0.5. Is it visible? Okay. Oh, it's not working. Let me take another marker. Just try it once. Oh. Okay. So 3.6 is equal to minus 18.9 plus N minus 1 into 2.5. Now let's solve it. So this is minus 18.9. Okay. So we'll just solve, we'll just bring all the numbers to one side and this expression to one side. So we are left with N minus 1 into 2.5. We'll bring this to that side. So 3.6, a minus 18.9 will go to opposite side. It will become 3.6 plus 18.9, right? So N minus 1 into 2.5, right? 2.5 is equal to 3.6 plus 18.9. It will become 22.5. Okay, 22.5. Now N minus 1 is equal to 22.5, and anything that is in multiplication here will go at the bottom. Okay, so it will be 2.5, right? Now you'll just cancel it out. 2.5 cancelled, just cut it. 2.5 times 1, and it will become 9 times 2.5. Okay, so N minus 1 is equal to 9, and N minus 1 is equal to 9, then N is equal to 9 plus 1, and 9 plus 1 is 10. So the value of N here is 10. Okay, now let's solve the fifth part. Okay, so here in fifth part, okay, A is given, D is given, N is given. Let's solve it for AN. Okay, so AN will be A 3.5 plus N minus 1. So N here is 105 minus 1 into D, and D is 0. Okay, do you need to solve it? Because D here is 0, common difference is 0. So what will be the EP? It will be, the first term itself, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, because the D is 0. Okay, let's solve it. Then you'll get to know what actually I'm saying. 3.5 plus 105 minus 1 is 104. 104 into 0, and 104 into 0 is 0, right? 0 makes everything 0, right? So it's 0. 3.5 plus 0 is again 3.5. So nth term is 3.5, right? So an is 3.5, first term was also 3.5, an is 3.5. So whenever the common difference is 0, so the AP will be, the same term going till infinity, right? So it's 3.5. So an is 3.5. We're done with question number 1. Let's move to question number 2 now. Okay, so now let's solve question number 2. So question number 2 is this. Choose the correct choice in the following and justify. Okay, so this is the first part of question number 2. You need to, some choices are given to you. Okay, so this is the question. This is the first part. This is the question. 30th term of the AP. This is what? So this is the AP and you need to find out the 30th term of the AP. So some choices are given to you and you need to just tick mark the correct answer, right? So let's solve it. 30th term of this AP, okay? So you need to find out 30th term, and 30th term means A30, right? You need to find out A30. Okay, so if you have to find out any term of an AP, any term, right? 30th, 40th, any term. So which formula you are going to use? You are going to use the formula for nth term of an AP. Okay, so what you will use? an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, and you need to find out A30 here, right? So you have to find out A30 and this is the AP. So for this AP, the first term is 10. Okay, what is the common difference here? So common difference is d is equal to A2 minus A1, 7 minus 10. Okay, don't do it 10 minus 7, right? Many a times what students will do, they'll just write down common difference as 3, 10 minus 7, okay, in a hurry. But this would be wrong, okay? How you calculate D? A2 minus A1, right? So successive term minus the predecessor term. So it's 7 minus 10 is equal to minus 3. So common difference is minus 3 here, and just put the values in this formula and solve for A30, okay? So let's solve it. I'm just solving it here. Okay. So A30. A30 is equal to A plus n minus 1d. So what is A here? A is 10. Right? A plus n minus. We have to find out nth term. That is n here is 30. Okay. So 30 minus 1d, and d is minus 3. Right? So it is negative term. That's why I am enclosing it in bracket. So whenever you have a negative term, enclose that in bracket so that you don't get confused whether it is minus or multiplication, right? So 10 plus 30 minus 1 is 29. 29 into minus 3, and 10 plus 30, 60, and 27, right? How much it is? Minus 60 minus 87, right? So it is minus 77. 10 minus 87 is minus 77, and the answer is A, B, C. Which one is the correct option? C is the correct option. Okay? Okay, so this is, here is part 2 of question number 2, and we need to solve it. Here also some options are given, and let's read out the question first. 11th term of the AP, okay? So and so is, so 11th term, you need to find out the 11th term, and some options are given. You need to see which option is the correct one, okay? So 11th term, and 11th term means we need to find out A11, okay? A11, 11th term, right? So whatever term you have to find out, you need to use the formula for general term of an AP. That is, you need to use which formula? You need to use an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. This formula you need to use, okay? So here you need to find out A11. A11 means here n is 11, okay? So A11 you need to find out, you need to see what is A. Okay, so A here is minus 3, and common difference is second term minus first term, okay? Minus half minus 3. So second term is minus half minus 3. Again, it's minus 3. Okay, so be careful with the sign. So again, I'm using bracket for minus 3. Let's solve it. Minus half plus 3 is equal to, okay, let's solve it here. 2 minus 1 plus 6 is equal to how much? 5 upon 2. So this is the common difference, and 5 upon 2, if you solve it further, 5 upon 2 means 2 half, okay, 2 and half. So this is the common difference, right? So what is the common difference? Either you can say 5 upon 2 or you can say 2 1 upon 2 means 2 1 and half means 2 and half. Okay, so this is the common difference, and you need to find out what? You need to find out A11. Okay, let's put the values into this formula A11. So A here is -3 plus n minus 1. So n here, A, we need to find out A11. Okay, so if you're finding A11, 11th term, so what will be n? N is 11 minus 1 into D, and we just found D here. So D is 5 upon 2. Let's write it down, 5 upon 2. So this is -3 plus 11 minus 1 is 10. Okay, 10, 5 upon 2. Let's cancel out 10 and 2. So it's 5. 5 into 5 is 25. Minus 3 plus 25. And minus 3 plus 25 is 22. Okay, so 11th term of this AP is 22. And which option is the correct one? Option B is the correct answer. Okay, now let's move to the question number 3 of this exercise, and then we are done for this class. Okay, so here is question number 3 for you. Okay, so question number 3 has 5 subparts, right? We'll not be solving each one of them. I'll be just solving 1 or 2 or 3 for you, and the rest I think you will be able to solve. Okay, so here is first part of question number 3. What you need to do here, there is an AP given, right? And you need to find out the missing term of this AP. So AP is given, right? And you need to find out the missing term, right? So the second term is missing from this first part. So let's solve it for the second term. Now, first term is given. It means A is given. So A here is 2. Okay, and this is the third term. Third term means A3. So A3 is given. A3 is 26. Right, and we know what is the general form of an AP. General form of an AP is AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Okay, so according to this formula, right, A3, third term would be A plus 2D. Okay, A3 is 26, it means A plus 2D according to this formula. So 3, A3, right? So 3 minus 1, 2D. So A plus 2D is equal to 26. Okay, so let's solve it. So A we already know. The first term we already have 2. So 2 plus 2D is equal to 26. Solve it for D. 2D is equal to 26 minus 2. And 26 minus 2 is 24. 24 divided by, so 2 here, 2 is here in the left hand side with D. So it will go down, right, in division. So 24 divided by 2 is 12. So D is 12. So the common difference of this AP is 12. Okay. So if the common difference is 12, what would be the second term? First term is 2. Common difference is 12. So the second term would be 2 plus 12, right? So A2 would be 2 plus 12. Common difference, and it means 14. So 14 is the second term. Okay. So 14 is a missing term here. Okay, let's move to the next subpart, which I find different and a little bit difficult. So here is part 2 of this question, and in part 2 you are given 4 terms. Okay, and out of these 4 terms, 2 terms are missing. So this first term is missing, and this is like third term is missing. So in such a question where the A is unknown, okay, A is missing. So in the previous question A was given, so our job was pretty easy. Okay, because A was given, the last term was given, we just needed to find out D, right? But here in this question, you don't know what is A, you don't know what is D. So how you're going to solve it? So it is a bit different from the previous one. We don't know A, we don't know D here, okay? But we still have few things on plate. So let's see what are they. So the second term is given, it means A2 is given. A2 means 13. And A2, second term is A plus D is equal to 13, right? So let's say this is your equation number 1. Okay, now this is your fourth term. Fourth term means A4. Okay, so A4 is equal to 3, which means A4 according to the general form of an AP, general term of an AP, A4 means A plus 3D. So A plus 3D, third term, right? A plus 3D is equal to 3. Okay, so let's say this is your equation number 2. Right? Now you can see we have 2 linear equations with us. Pair of linear equations and 2 variables. So this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. AD, right? We'll solve these 2 equations, okay, by elimination method, and we'll just find out the value of A and D by solving both of them. Now what you can do, let's keep these equations together. So a plus d, the first equation is 13. Let's solve both of them. A plus 3d is equal to 3, right? Now subtract minus, and d minus 3d would be minus 2d, and minus 2d is equal to 3 minus 3 13 minus 3 is 10, and d here would be 10 upon 2, that is minus 5. Okay, so d common difference here is minus 5. Okay, you can see here the terms of this AP are in decreasing order. Second term was 30 and fourth term is 3, which means they are decreasing, and the value of common difference, which is negative, justifies this decreasing, decreasing value of the terms in the AP. Okay, I'm just telling you, like, the value of d justifies, the answer. Okay, so d here is minus 5. Common difference is minus 5. You got d, and you need to find out a. So put this value of d in any of these equations, either first or second equation. Here I'm just replacing this value of d in first equation. Okay, so a plus d. So what is d here? D is minus 5. Put in 1. So what I'm doing, I'm putting this value of d in equation number 1. So a plus d, d here is minus 5 is equal to 13. Let's solve it for the value of a. Okay, so 13 minus 5 will go to that side, it will become plus 5, and 13 plus 5 is what? 13 plus 5 is 18. Okay, so a is 18. So we got d, we got our first term, that is a. Okay, so d is minus 5, a is 18. We can easily find out, the first term we got. Okay, so this is 18, right? We just need to find out third term. Third term means a3. A3. Okay, we need to find out a3. I'll just rub it off, or this is visible. Okay, I'll just find a3 here. So a3 means third term, and third term is a plus 2d. Okay, let's solve it. So a is 18 and d common difference is minus 5. Okay, so minus 5 and 18, minus 5 is minus 10, and 18 minus 10 would be, 18 minus 10 is 8. Okay, so this is the third term. Or instead of just putting these values in a3, you can simply solve it here. Second term is 13, common difference is minus 5. So common difference is minus 5. So next term would be 13 minus 5, that is 8. You can simply find it out from here also. Instead of solving, putting the values in a3, you can just, directly solve it here as well. Right? Now let's move to one more sub part, and then we are good to go. So here is part 4 of this question number 3. Okay, here, like, first term is given, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 term is given. Okay, first term and the sixth term of this AP are given, and you need to find out these 4 missing terms. It looks difficult, right? It looks difficult. We need to find out 4 terms, but hold your horses, it's not that difficult. Okay, we already have a with us, the first term we have, and sixth term we have. We just need to find out d in order to find out these missing terms, right? So a is, what is given? Minus 4. A is given minus 4. This is the sixth term. Once let's reassure ourselves. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is the sixth term. Means a6 is 6. Okay, a6 is 6. So a6, according to the general term of an AP, a plus n minus 1 into d. So a6 is a plus 5d. Okay, is 6, right? So put the value of a in this expression. A is minus 4 plus 5d is equal to 6. Let's solve this for the value of d. So 5d is equal to 6 plus 4, and 6 plus 4 is 10, d up. Okay, d 5d. So 5 will go in the denominator of 10, so it will become 10 cancels by 5, and it gives you 2. So d is 2. So the common difference is 2, right? You have the first term, common difference is 2. You can just find out the consecutive successive terms. Okay, so minus 4 plus 2, minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 2, again the common difference is 2. So minus 2 plus 2 is 0. 0 plus 2, 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, it is as simple as that. It's so simple. You can see you already had first term, you had the last term. Put the values, solve for d. Once you get d, finding out any other term of this AP becomes really easy for you. Okay, right? So we got like in these missing term questions, we got two types of question. One where you have a, okay, and one type of question was the one which we just solved, prior to this. In that question, we didn't have a, we only had some middle terms. So what we did, we just make two equations, solve those equations for a and d both by elimination method. Once we got a, we just put the values in the second any of the equations, we get the value of d. Okay, just solve the equations to find out the values of a or d both, and then you can find out all the missing terms whichever you want. Okay, now we are done, and with this we have come to the end of today's class. Before going, I would request you all to please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next part, that is part 5 of arithmetic progression, wherein we'll be solving the rest of the exercise 5.2. Okay, bye bye and take care.